money. You need that money to get stuff you want. You gotta have money. Without the stuff, and there ain't nothing funny if you don't have money. Money, money. You need that money to get stuff you want. You gotta have money. Without the stuff, and there ain't nothing funny if you don't have money. Money, money, madness. Hey, 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 money madness. Hey, 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 money madness.
All right. Welcome to another awesome episode of Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. It's all about how to make money, keep money, protect money, and grow money because it is your money. I trust that you guys had a great weekend. I hope that you did, and I hope that you're ready to rock and roll this week. While you're here, go ahead right now, grab pen, grab paper, guys. We're going to talk about some good information. We call our community wealth creators because we are wealth creators. What I want you to like for you to do is like this channel, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and also leave a comment below. If you are, we're live right now on youtube.com/Jean Marlo Davis. We're live on facebook.com/Your Wealth Creator and on Twitter @Jean Marlo Davis. So thank you guys for being here. When we come back, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we're going to talk about oh, wow. I am on the big screen. So thank you guys for being here. All right. It looks good too on the TV. Okay. So Bruce got it. He's getting it. Yay. We're connected everywhere. So when we come back, we're going to talk about, is 2022 the right time to get into real estate? We're hearing a lot about, oh, you shouldn't buy. Oh, it's so high. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's that. Oh, you're triple the amount, all this stuff, guys. And a lot of people have been ringing our phone talking about this, and we want to talk to you today about it. So you're watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. We're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to be right back, and we're going to dive straight into it. So come on back with us. All right, welcome back to Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're trying to see if we want to change up the summer hours, guys. Getting ready to go back into school for a lot of people in about a couple of weeks. So we're trying to see if we want to keep it at 8 or want to go back to 7. We're going to see, because normally we have summer hours, winter hours. So we're going to see maybe when it is wintertime, we're going to fall back to 7 o'clock. We'll let you guys know. Thank you, wealth creators, for being here. Tonight, we're going to talk about, is 2022 the right time to get into real estate? And I feel like I just had a juicy, conversation, led into a great debate, led into, it was just, I was salivating at the conversation that I just watched. I just watched Robert Kiyosaki and Kim Kiyosaki interview special guest, real estate guru, Grant Cardone. And because, Grant Cardone is worth He's a billionaire. He's worth billions. Okay, that's what I know. And they was talking about the real estate what's going on right now. And every time I talk to wealthy people or hear a conversation with wealthy people, of course they're thinking it's very, very different than the average Joe Blow who is running with their tail between their legs and saying, pull out, this is not the right time, don't touch real estate, this, that, and the other. So I like when I'm able to see the perspective of wealthy people who are making hundreds of millions of dollars, not just a brand new millionaire, but people who are making over $100 million or more. God has blessed us to have those type of people in our circle, and we're able to sit down, we're able to get on a phone call, we're able to talk, or even, get on a conference that they've done and listen and learn and grow, not from people who are philosophizing and analyzing, but people who are really doing it. And so I was very, very excited to listen to this conversation and to watch this interview about, is 2022 the right time to get into real estate? Some people have been advised, this is absolutely the wrong time to get in real estate because you see the prices going up. And I'm finding out that right now it is a renter's nation. And what I love, what I just heard, and this give people perspective for those who want to invest in real estate. And I'm going to preface this statement with saying, guys, it is multiple ways to skin a cat, multiple ways. Just because someone is doing it this way, here it is. I'm looking at two multi-millionaires who are investing and have invested in real estate two different ways, yet they have yield the same result. Okay. And that's what I want you to know. It's not just one way, it's multiple ways. And I'm going to get into three things that you should focus on when you are getting into real estate. I'm going to give you those three things in just a minute. But I was listening to what Grant said. He said he noticed that investors are putting down, listen to this, real estate investors are putting down 50% or more on homes, units that they're investing in, guys, with no intentions of staying there. But I want you to write what I'm about to say down right now. They have no intentions on staying in the property. They're putting down 50% or more, pretty much knocking out the guy who can't invest, Joe Blow coming along. They're knocking them out, totally knocking them out of the competition. And they're putting down 50% or more. And you know what they're never living in the property. But you know what they're doing with the property? They're making the property Airbnb properties. Airbnb properties. I've been talking to you guys. I don't know how much I have to say or keep saying. I'm getting choked up. I've been telling you guys, you need to start getting into Airbnb, but I'm talking about doing it a different way, arbitrage. I've been telling you guys how you can get involved without owning one property. I've been sharing this with you guys. I've done a course. I don't know what else to say, but man, he said that. I was like, wow. And he talked about, the ups and downs, talking about Grant, him and Robert Kiyosaki and Kim, they was having this conversation, talking about real estate and what to expect. And, I see both perspectives of how Grant was talking about, hey, look, you could get started with him, invest in a certain amount of money. He'd go ahead and deal with the headaches and stuff like that. Whereas Robert and Kim, they're talking about, hey, look, we're about financial education. We're about growth. We want you to learn. We want you to go through it so you can understand it, you can retain it, and you can grow your real estate portfolio. And with growing come growing pains. You're able to go through it and know what you're doing and the headaches and things of that nature that you go through, and be able to strategize better. Whereas when you turn your money over to someone, you're pretty much putting it in their hands and you're waiting for a return. So you're not learning all the ins and outs. And some people may not want to learn the ins and outs. So it's a strategy for everything. What I like about the strategy that my husband and I have started with is it allows us to tap into monies that's being raised by people who are coming and living in a Airbnb property. We're able to show people how we take the funds, and now you're able to start another Airbnb property. And then, of course, eventually you can start getting into where you have several Airbnb properties that you have a management team managing this for you that is not all you. And then in turn, you can start getting into the multiple doors where you're actually, if you want to buy 16, 40 units, 100 units or whatever, because you have a management team. So 3 things that I took away that I said, this is very, very good, that Robert shared: real estate rules. Real estate rules. If you're going to get into real estate, you need to make sure you do these 3 things. You got to be able to have the financial wherewithal, the knowledge to be able to find the property, find where you want to invest in. Okay. You got to be able to finance it, and you got to be able to manage it. And manage it is, I would damn near say, put management as number 1. Because if you got to sit up here and do all the work yourself, you're going to be in trouble. But find it, finance it, and then manage it. That is the 3 real estate rules. Now, we created a course that we show people, regular Joe Blows, anybody who want to get into real estate agents, real estate game, and who may not be with the big boys, and they may not be able to invest a whole lot of money with a Grant Cardone or someone like that, but they can start right where the level they're on right now. And we show them how to get into real estate without having to get qualified for a mortgage or a loan or anything like that. We show them right now how they can get started on a property, not owning the property, being able to turn this property into an Airbnb property and start to earn residual income every month. Show them how after 90 days of learning the in and outs, how now they can start another property. And then we show them over time how they can now take these monies and start getting into the multiple units and things of that nature. I've been talking about this for a while, and it makes me feel good to really share this with you and to hear other people who are very wealthy talk about the different strategies of getting into real estate. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back, and we'll share with you some of the things that we teach and share with the Airbnb properties. You're watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So we're talking about, is 2022 the right time to get into real estate? The answer to that is yes, yes, yes. As I've been, listening to wise counsel, who net worth is over $500 million or more, that have advised this is the best time, because these rates, they will balance out soon, guys. But right now, it will not, whatever you decide to get, whatever property you decide to get into, if you want to straight buy a property, it's never going to be as low as it is right now. And certain, you might say, well, it's not low, but I'm telling you right now, next year is going to go up. It's going to go up. It's going to continue to go up, up, up. The fixed rates and things of that nature may go down, so you can always refi, right? But the rates are right now, the prices is as low as it's going to get. It's not going to go down for its prices. But if you're someone who says, you know what, I want to get in the real estate game, and there's so many different strategies. There's so many different strategies, because if you're someone who you work a job, you don't have any other income streams, and you want to get in the real estate arena, my main thing is I would start with looking into getting some property, not having to buy the property. We show you how to negotiate with landlords and things of that nature on how you can take a property, an empty property, and turn that property into an Airbnb property. And we show you how to jumpstart it. We show you how to do all those things. What I want to do is, when you go to the website and go to wealthcreatorsinvest.com, wealthcreatorsinvest.com, this is where I break down the 4-week Airbnb course. And I think Bruce, do you have that on the screen? Where Bruce is sharing it on the screen, where it breaks down, what I do week by week. It's a 4-week course. This is not no baby course. This is something that's real deal Holyfield for those who truly want to get into the real estate arena. And as I said earlier, that millionaires and billionaires, they're realizing that a lot of people, they're forcing the little baby, the little guy, they're forcing the little guy out. The big guy is coming in, and they're pretty much, getting into the real estate, and they're buying up mass properties, guys, mass properties. And they're turning the properties into Airbnb prop. My husband and I, we were on a page. I don't know what the resource my husband had. We don't need that. We don't really need to know. But he was looking at some different properties that's available right now. And when you look at the specs, it breaks down. It says, if you want to turn into an Airbnb, this is how many beds it have, how many baths. Why is that? Because that's what's happening. That's what's hot right now. All you got to do is follow the breadcrumbs, and you too will be able to eat. You don't have to be on a level of Grant Cardone or Robert Kiyosaki, anybody of that nature. Is more than one ways to skin a cat. But gosh darn it, you got to get in the game. And we're giving you information to help you to get in the game. When I hear something like, man, these investors are buying up, putting down 50% or more, I'm listening, putting down 50% or more. And the properties that they're buying, they have no intentions on staying there at all. And what they're doing with the properties is turning it into Airbnb property. That just makes me get excited. I get motivated. I get encouraged. And I go and run and tell you, this is the time for you to learn about getting into the Airbnb arena, learn about arbitrage, and you don't have to buy not one property. No, my friend, you don't have to buy one property. And our course show you how to do that. And the course is scrolling the link, wealthcreatorsinvest.com. We reduced it. The price is off 50% right now. Right now, that's our summer rate. We will go up after the summer. But let me just share with you the 4-week course. Week 1 is about acquiring your first Airbnb property with less than 10K. We show you how to do that. And that you might have some money in your 401k right now, just sitting there and not making any money. You might want to consider taking this out and start investing in you. Okay. Because I can tell you right now, you don't even know what your 401k, what products they're buying, what stocks, bonds, are you diversified? You probably don't even know anything about it. You're trusting somebody else over your money instead of getting in the money game. Okay. So Things you might must consider before investing in your first rental property: negotiation and investment tactics, and how to jumpstart your first property. That's in week 1. Week 2, we talk about market research. Remember what I said, the 3 rules in real estate is how to find it, finance it, and manage it. So here, market research, how to find profitable areas. What are you looking for? Most people don't know, right? Negotiation, how to find landlords that are willing to let you Airbnb their properties. Optimization, how to optimize your properties and automate your properties. That's week 2. Look at the information that we're covering with you. Week 3 is increasing your cash flow by being a super host. You need to know about that. If you don't know all about Superhost and things of that nature, we do have a free Airbnb course that you can ask about that. That's just for ABC. Very, very, very baby for those who don't even understand what is Airbnb, this thing, or what have you. Okay, so learn exact formulas and techniques to increase in profit, how to turn a profit and rent in less than a week, and how to effectively build a team, outsource certain tasks. Is that management? That's management, Bruce? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's my thing. Remember what I said, the 3 things is find it, finance it, manage it. You can't do it all by yourself, man, nor should you want. You want that thing to grow. So you don't want to have to be like mother henning your business, your real estate business, and then, getting a big headache because you can't handle it, outgrow you. So you got to have that, how to effectively build a team and outsource certain tasks. And then week 4, we get into understanding core concepts of creating business on Airbnb, growing from 1 property to 5 properties within 12 to 18 months, investing for the long haul, earning 6 figures a year, and systems that create self-sustainability, and so much more. So we talk about that in our 4-week Airbnb course. When I hear that the wealthy people are getting into Airbnb, they're buying up a lot of properties and turning, because they understand me getting a single family home. Let's say you got a single family home. The rent that you probably can acquire on that home is only probably $200, $300 extra above the mortgage. That's nothing. I could create a membership site and make more money than that, right? But if I take that same property and I make it an Airbnb property, and I have it where you can put your specs on the Airbnb, where if somebody get it for a weekend, they got to take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the house. If they get it on a certain day, you can do it, and you can Airbnb that property every week, guys. And the difference from making 300 to me making 8 to 10,000 a month off of a property is huge. I have I would say acquaintances and people that are business partners that just one property is earning them 6 figures, one property. But it's strategies and everything. That's why I say you got to pay attention. You can't be one of these people that's watching the game, or questioning what's going on. You got to get in the game and start making it happen so you can know what's going on. You got to make the mistakes. You got to make that's the point that I love what Robert was saying, is that, we come from a financial education. That's where I come from, about financial literacy. I learned about Robert Kiyosaki decades ago, and I love what he taught in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I love when he broke down the cash flow quadrant, employee, self-employed, business, investor. I love when he created the cash flow game, because it allowed you to get in and allowed you to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes so you can grow. I'm one person that I am a hands-on person, that I do want to learn, versus just I throw you the money and you just go do it. If that's your strategy, that's your strategy. But I'm one person that I like to learn. And then if I want to say, hey, I'm going to throw some money this way, throw some money that way, it's my preference to do so. correct? But I understand what's happening, what's going on. I understand the terminology. I understand, the management, the finance of it. How do I go look for a property? What's profitable areas? What do I need to look at for its taxes? And when I get a property, what should I be focusing on? Should I be focusing on, the property taxes in the area? Should I be focusing on the schools? Should I be focusing on the jobs? Most people don't think about that. That's one thing I can honestly say. My husband, when he was looking at the properties, he was like, baby, this is a good property because over here, these people, this is their job. This is their background. Look how far they are from this property, this, that, and the other. So when you be looking at that stuff, my husband be looking at it. He know. Bruce. So that's what you got to have. I got a great teammate. I really do. So you got to know. And I was listening to them talking about, the funny thing is, I heard Grant say he was buying in blue states versus I heard somebody else say they was buying in red states. So everybody's different. But some of the big states right now is Miami. You're looking at Texas, Utah, Florida, Carolina, of course, Georgia. They're looking at that real estate is going up, up, up. We see it over here where we live. We see it. We ain't gonna tell you where we at, but we see it where they're just buying up all this property, man. And they building up these properties. And I'm just like, man, they're taking over. They're wiping out the little guy. The little guy is going over his head. Like, what, man? I can't even get in here. But we're going to show you how to get in so you can get in. We're going to take another commercial break. You're watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. We're going to wrap it up and tell you what you need to do, what you need to focus on so you can get into real estate game. This is the right time to get in. I'm going to tell you a little trick. When someone tells you what not to do, you might want to look the opposite way and do the opposite. You're watching Money Madness. We'll be right back. Hi, guys. Jean Marlo Davis, your wealth creator, ex-Iris auditor with over 20 years tax and financial experience. Now that I got that out the way, I am so excited. Why am I excited? Because, guys, you've been blowing up my phone, blowing up my email, like, Jean, when are you going to drop the course? When are you going to drop the course? Well, finally, we're dropping the course right now. Now, some of you guys who don't know me on social media. I don't know where you've been, but listen, we are finally dropping the course to show people. And when I say people, I'm talking about tax professionals, those who are looking to scale up their business if they're a tax professional, those who are saying, you know what, I want to ditch the W-2, I'm sick of doing taxes, or maybe somebody who just want to get into the arena that I'm talking about. Guys, we're going to show you how we went from $300 to $500 a client to $3,000, $5,000 on up a client. And not just that, guys, we're going to show you how you can get paid year round, because some of you get paid seasonal. This is the big time right now, but we're going to show you how to scale your business. If you want to get rid of the W-2 and you want to earn the type of money that we earn, that my clients earn, we're going to show you with this class. Woo, finally, right? I'm sorry, don't beat me up, but finally it is here. Go ahead and click on the link below. Click on the link, take immediate and massive action because the classes fill up and that's not my fault. Okay, my name is Jean Marlo Davis. I'm your web creator. I'm gonna see you on the other side. We're gonna break this thing down. All right, welcome back as we wrap up another great show. We're talking about is 2022 the right time to invest, 2022 and going beyond in real estate. Is it the right time to invest? And what I was told a long time ago, to observe the masses and do the complete opposite. A lot of times when people say, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, you got to do your due diligence. Don't just take my word, anybody's word for it. Go out there and do the research, but you got to know what you're looking for. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you need to tap into an expert that can help give you some guidance. And what do I need to be looking into? What made me decide to get into the Airbnb arena a couple of years ago was it seemed like it was a good old boys club. It seemed like nobody wanted to tell you how to do arbitrage, how you can get into real estate and earn six figures without owning one property. And when I started doing the research and working with our different partners and things on that we invest with, and I started interviewing other people that was out there, properties that we were renting to do workshops and boot camps and things of that nature. I started interviewing some of these guys and just, to see how liquid they were and the things, the pros and cons of getting into the Airbnb arena, getting permission from landlords to make sure that you can make a certain property Airbnb property, making sure you understand and see if there's any bylaws or wherever you are in the town, what the law is to be able to do that, making sure that in that property, that subdivision or whatever, what are the HOA rules and regulations so no nosy neighbor or jealous neighbor can come and get you shut down because you didn't know the HOA rule. I go over all this stuff in the Airbnb course, wealthcreatorsinvest.com. I really wanted to get into it because I knew that a lot of people don't have the capital or the liquid to be able to invest in real estate like these big boys do. Also, with coming out of a pandemic, you have people who are challenged financially because they're trying to recoup the last couple of years of the finances that they're lost due to sickness, due to, downsizing, different jobs going out of business, losing loss of job, loss of property, loss of, life. Some people, striving to redo and really reinvent and see how can I make the type of income I want to make without killing myself, so I can have more time with my family. I could be able to travel. I can be able to live the type of lifestyle I want to live, regardless of going to work. How can I create residual income? And the reason why I did this course was as I got involved into the hands-on of learning more about investing in real estate and then learning this little hack about Airbnb, I was like, I know there's some people out here today that don't understand how they can utilize a property, a single family home, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, whatever, how they can turn that into a multiple 5-figure, 6-figure business with one property. And even if they did not own it, how they could earn 6 figures with one property on top of what they're already doing. And then to be able, as I said, growing from one property to 5 properties within 12 to 18 months, and then investing for the long haul, where we start showing you how to really get into multiple doors. I'm very proud of this course. I'm very proud because what we had been saying years ago is happening right now, where the little guy is getting ready to be eradicated. There's no longer poor, middle class, and wealthy. It's poor or wealthy. The middle class is being eradicated. So here's the time that you got to sit down, you got to become proactive, and you got to be the architect of your own financial rescue. That's what you have to do. And you got to sit down and say, okay, what do we have working? Some people, they may lose a house, and it might be a blessing to get into something that's going to create wealth for you, and we talk about all that. And what I'm saying is, if you want to get in real estate, you want to make sure that you're financially secure. You want to increase your financial intelligence. You want to take this is just one strategy. There, as I said, when I started the program, there's multiple ways to skin a cat. It's so many different. I was looking at Robert Kiyosaki versus Grant Cardone. Both of them owned damn near the same amount of properties, but they went different ways. right? And they were civilized with one another. They said what their pros and cons were. They shared different things. And that's what I want you to know. There's not just one way, there's multiple ways, but you got to be dedicated. You got to be determined. You got to be reliable, but you got to also know the game. You got to know how to find the properties. You got to know how to finance the properties, and you got to know how to manage it, because when you own a property, you own it, and you own the good, the bad, the ugly. When someone else owns it, there's a little advantage there, because if something go wrong with that property, they got to fix it. But you can still make money from an Airbnb, make it an Airbnb property. So there's so many different ways to look at it. But once you begin to start growing, the main thing is right now, you need to start thinking management. Who would I get to manage it, and start researching some real estate management companies and learn what it. So when you start to grow, remember, always walk in expectation. When you start to grow, you now know, okay, I already have a teammate I can interview, maybe took them to lunch, talk to them, the pros and cons. So you could be expecting that. I know within the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to grow from one property to three property, 5 properties, and then we're going to get into the multiple doors. That's the end game. I got to make sure I have all the players there. So start with this course. Go to wealthcreatorsinvest.com. That's wealthcreatorsinvest.com. It's scrolling down below. Learn how you can get in the real estate game right now, regardless of what's going on, how you can make 6 figures within the next 12 months with Airbnb, and then grow your business on out. Guys, listen, I get excited when I hear these things, and make sure that personal development, that you're listening to the gurus out there. You're listening to those who out there doing it, and then you go do your due diligence. Don't just be like a chicken who's waiting to be plucked. A person with no financial knowledge or intelligence is what Robert Kiyosaki said, is a chicken waiting to be plucked. Don't be allowing people to be plucking motherfuckers around here, okay? It's some people out here plucking mofos. Don't be plucked, okay? So with that being said, guys, go to wealthcreatorsinvest.com. That's wealthcreatorsinvest.com. Go register, read again what's covered in the 4 weeks. There's support. We have a bonus weekly Facebook Live Q&A call, email support, 1 private phone consult to get your questions answered, 3 months access to the TWC universe with over 40 trainings, access to our private Facebook support page. Make sure, guys, that you get all the support you need. We're here for you. You can reach us. You can contact us. We're here to help you grow. With that being said, my name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too. I meant to say mofo. Please forgive me. I hope I didn't say MF, but if I did, please forgive me. I was trying to say mofos. Well, hey, sometimes things slip out. I'm human. So, I just don't want y'all to be allowing yourself to be a chicken and be plucked all around here, okay? Because knowledge is power. And when you have the power, then you can bust some moves. So thank you so much for watching. Go to wealthcreatorsinvest.com, register for your 4-week course. We're here to answer any question you may have. Thank you so much for watching Money Madness. Yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. I'm a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too. And remember, you can have, be, do anything. God bless. And I'll see you, God willing, Thursday for the Jean Marlo Davis Show. Take care.